Cari fratelli e sorelle, sono lieto di porgere un cordiale saluto a tutti voi che partecipate nelle piazze di varie città italiane.
Pope Benedict XVI has sent a video message to participants in the 10 Squares for 10 Commandments, an initiative organized by the Renewal in the Spirit movement and sponsored by the Pontifical Council for the Promotion of the New Evangelization. The event was launched in Rome on Saturday, in Piazza del Popolo, and will run throughout the Year of Faith from 2012 to 2013, involving 10 other Italian cities.
E della Conferenza Episcopale Italiana. Il Decalogo ci riporta al Monte Sinai, quando Dio entra in modo particolare nella storia del popolo ebreo.
In his message, Pope Benedict said, "The Decalogue brings us back to Mount Sinai, when God enters in particular into the history of the Jewish people, and through this people the history of all humanity, gifting them the 10 words that express his will, which are a kind of ethical code to build a society in which the relationship of covenant with God, holy and just, enlightens and guides the relationships between peoples." And Jesus comes to fulfill these words, raising them and summarizing them in the double commandment of love. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. But, continued Pope Benedict, let us ask ourselves, what meaning do these 10 commandments have for us, in the cultural context in which secularism and relativism risk becoming the criteria of every choice, and this society of ours that seems to live as if God did not exist? We answer that God gifted us the commandments to educate us to true freedom and true love, so that we can be truly happy. They are a sign of the love of God, the Father, of his desire to teach us the correct discernment of good from evil, truth from falsehood, of right from wrong. They are understandable to all because they set fundamental values in concrete rules and regulations.
Del suo desiderio di insegnarci il retto discernimento del bene e del male, del vero dal falso, del giusto dall'ingiusto. Essi sono comprensibili da tutti proprio perché fissano i valori fondamentali in norme e regole concrete.
By putting them into practice, man can walk the path of true freedom, safe on the path that leads to life and happiness. In contrast, when man lives ignoring the commandments, not only does he alienate himself from God and abandon the alliance with him, but he also distances himself from life and lasting happiness. Man, left to himself, indifferent to God, proud of his absolute autonomy, eventually ends up following the idols of selfishness, power, domination, polluting the relationship with himself and with others, and taking paths that do not lead to life but death. The sad experience of history, concluded the Pope, especially of the last century, are a warning to all humanity.
Inquinando I rapporti con se stesso e con gli altri, e percorrendo sentieri non di vita, ma di morte. Le tristi esperienze della storia, soprattutto del secolo scorso, rimangono un monito per tutta l'umanità.
When love gives meaning to your life, Jesus brings to fulfillment the path of the commandments with his cross and resurrection. He radically overcomes selfishness, sin, and death with the gift of himself for love. Only by welcoming the infinitive love of God, by trusting him, by following the path that he has laid down, can we give deeper meaning to life and open up to a future of hope.
Il seguire la strada che egli ha tracciato dona senso profondo alla vita e apre un futuro di speranza. Cari amici, auguro che questa iniziativa susciti un rinnovato impegno nel testimoniare che la via dell'amore, tracciata dai comandamenti e perfezionata da Cristo, è l'unica capace di rendere la nostra vita, quella degli altri, quella delle nostre comunità, più piena, più buona e più felice. La Vergine Maria accompagni questo cammino mentre imparo la mia benedizione. Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus.